Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Cat Grace Healing. Today we are discussing love bombing. Love bombing is a manipulative tactic commonly used in romantic relationships, friendships, or even group settings like cults or high control organizations. It involves overwhelming someone with excessive affection, attention, compliments, gifts, and declarations of love very early on, often to gain control, create dependency, or mask ulterior motives. The term originated in the 1970s from the Unification Church, otherwise known as the Moonies, where it described recruiting new members through flattery and affection, but it's now widely applied to narcissistic abuse and toxic dynamics. Psychologists view it as a form of emotional manipulation that can lead to gaslighting, isolation, and long-term harm. Key signs of love bombing. Recognizing love bombing early is crucial, as it often feels intoxicating at first, but escalates into control. Common indicators include rapid intensity. The person professes deep love or a soulmate connection within days or weeks, pushing for quick commitments like moving in together or marriage. Over-the-top gestures, constant texting, surprise gifts, lavish dates, or mirroring your interests perfectly to seem like the ideal partner. Isolation tactics. They discourage time with friends or family, claiming it's just us against the world, or perhaps bad-mouthing your support network, or perhaps they are diagnosed with cancer and they force you to be sworn to secrecy, where you can't tell anyone. Again, isolation, dependency on them. Boundary violations. Ignoring your need for space, becoming jealous quickly, or pressuring for intimacy. Inconsistency later. Once hooked, the affection may abruptly withdraw. Now you've entered the devaluation phase, leaving you chasing the initial high. It's distinct from genuine enthusiasm in healthy relationships, where affection builds gradually with mutual respect and boundaries. Let's discuss why it happens and who does it. Love bombers often have narcissistic, sociopathic, or borderline personality traits, using it to fulfill needs for admiration, control, or to cover their insecurities. It can occur in romantic contexts, especially on dating apps, where predators target vulnerable people post-breakup, or platonic and professional settings. Friends, mentors, or salespeople might use similar tactics to build loyalty. Now let's discuss cults or abusive groups. To indoctrinate members by making them feel uniquely valued, in comes the love bombing. Now listen, not all intense romances are love bombing. Context matters. If it's reciprocal and sustainable, it might just be passionate love. The psychological effects on victims. Well, the cycle can be addictive due to dopamine rushes from the affection, followed by withdrawal that creates anxiety and self-doubt. The long-term impacts include emotional trauma, trust issues, and difficulty forming healthy relationships, anxiety, depression, or PTSD-like symptoms from the manipulation, financial or personal losses if it leads to exploitation, lowered self-esteem, as victims often blame themselves for the shift, wondering, what did I do? Where was the person I fell in love with? He was so wonderful. Where is he now? What did I do? Studies link love bombing to coercive control, a pattern in domestic abuse. How to protect yourself and respond. If you suspect love bombing, slow things down, set boundaries, and observe reactions. If they push back aggressively, try to use manipulation, pout, that's a red flag. Or if you set a reasonable boundary and they continue to push back, or it's like they don't hear you. Be sure to seek outside perspectives. Talk to trusted friends or a therapist. Isolation amplifies the effect. Document patterns. Keep notes on behaviors to spot inconsistencies. Exit safely. If it's abusive, plan a safe departure, possibly with professional help like hotlines. An example is the National Domestic Violence Hotline in the U.S. You can find the phone number below. Heal after experiencing love bombing. Therapy such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can rebuild self-worth. Resources like books, Why Does He Do That by Lundy Bancroft, or online communities that can be found, Reddit, Quora, or what have you. Prevention involves building self-awareness. Know thyself. Know your vulnerabilities. Trust your gut if something feels too good to be true. And prioritize relationships that respect pacing and do not attempt to shame you for having boundaries. For more in-depth reading, check psychology sites like Psychology Today or books on narcissistic abuse. If this resonates with you personally, consider professional counseling because it is very much mental manipulation and can be very, very, very harmful to you. So please trust yourself and seek professional help in a strong community. You are worth a healthy, respectful relationship that slowly builds, where there is comfort and safety and trust. To be swept off our feet feels fantastic, but sadly, a lot of times, it does not last. It is simply the hook to get you. So know thyself. You've got this. Let me know down below in the comments if this resonated with you and how it resonated. And what tips do you have on how to spot love bombing? Thank you for being here.